As Kasparov takes a look at another piece sack, he doesn't hesitate for the winning attack. He'll break the rules against another world champ and still be checkmating the enemy camp. A queenside attack against a Pirc. Topalov was black and he went berserk. A rook for a pawn, you know he's nuts. Who needs brawn when you got guts? Let's not waste time, let's get into the game where Kasparov kicked butt and was taking names. The Pirc defense is pawn d6, white takes the center, and knight f6. Here we see a fianchetto for black. Kasparov responds with the 180 attack. White is aiming at the king's side, queen and bishop given h6 the eye. A double fianchetto with pawn d5, the bishop on c4. Black will deprive, the knights come out in bishop h6. Trading those bishops can lead to tricks. Bishop b7 and pawn a3, stopping b4 with a wait and see. How black's pieces will come to be in a game of chess. Patience is key. Pawn e5 fights for center control. Queenside castle, white's quite comfortable. Queen e7, king b1, pawn a6, knight c1. Queenside castle and knight b3, going to a5 for activity. Black then plays, pawn takes d, rook takes pawn and then it will flee. Rhyming through a game might be lame and cheesy, but ask Wu-Tang if chess is easy. Knight b6 and pawn g3, looking to develop with bishop h3. King b8 and knight a5, bishop a8 keeps it alive. Bishop h3 and pawn d5. Here we see black equalize after queen f4. Black's doing fine, a check in war is sometimes benign. King a7 and the rook comes in line. Pawn d4, it's becoming undefined. Knight d5 and discovered attack. After queen d6, the position favors black. Great games are made from more than this. Psychology will aid our analysis. After rook takes pawn, something looks wrong, it now begins to dawn. This game won't be drawn. King b6, Topalov didn't find. He didn't have a computer's mind. An hour goes by and he almost resigned. Wijk on Z, he wish he declined. Nothing he can see, he's going in blind. The rook is free, but the board is mine. This is Mozart's Requiem if chess could rhyme. Black only wished that he had more time. Before we get back to the game's notation, let's take a look at a different variation. Queen takes queen, rook takes back, knight takes pawn, RXP smack, the king runs along, and white has an attack. Topalov's like it's on, pawn takes back, Kasparov busts out with rook e7 check. Topalov's in doubt, thinking what the heck, if queen takes rook, queen d4 check, king b8 is forced and queen b6 check. c8 is covered by the bishop on h3. Black cannot recover after bishop to the b, knight to the c and the queen gg. If they blocked with the queen, it's mate early. If a to the b, then queen takes d, and the motif will only repeat. So king b6 and the queen takes d. It's an amazing game with the king flee. If queen c5, then queen takes knight. If black's not careful, they'll lose the fight. Let's go back and now the king takes knight. Pawn b4 furthers the king's flight. After king a4, the move belongs to white. With queen c3, things ain't looking bright. Queen b3, game over, good night. This ain't hard to see, so black guarded b3. With the queen takes d, the king still running free. Kasparov is a g, but it's looking ugly. Rook a7 and the bishop to the b7, it did fix the mate threat on a6. After rook takes bishop, there's mate on b3, so queen takes back ain't a possibility. After queen c4, a queen trade would win. White takes a knight, mate threat again. The chase goes on for the monarch's neck. King takes pawn, Queen a6 check. Now we approach another genius move. To use it in a puzzle, I'd certainly approve. After pawn c3, 11 moves remain. Kasparov saw it all by using his brain. If the queen takes back, then it's mate in 2. Queen takes check and the rook comes through. After king takes pawn, then queen a1. King d2 is the only square to run. If king b4, then queen b2 check. It's a skewer to the left and tactics for the rest. King c5, it's a skewer. Queen b3, a decoy. Safe squares getting fewer. Topalov is like oi. King d3, bishop f1. It's king d2 or black is done. Now queen b2 and king d1. Here is the fun. Bishop f1. If queen takes, then queen c2. King e1 and the rook comes too. Now rook d2 and rook d7. Kasparov moves like a felon. If queen takes bishop, queen takes mate. So instead black takes the bait. Rook takes rook, bishop takes queen. Here white's up, 3 points clean. Topalov's game is looking bleak. Kasparov is using proper technique. Queen a7 and black resigns. Too many pieces there behind. Let's go back to the crucial position where Topalov could have made a better decision. After king b6, the knight is attacked. So knight b3, white must retract. Now bishop d5 and black is preferred. White's position is looking absurd. As Kasparov takes a look at another piece sack, he doesn't hesitate for the winning attack. He'll break the rules against another world champ and still be checkmating the enemy camp. A queenside attack against the Pirc. Topalov was black and he went berserk. A rook for a pawn, you know he's nuts. Who needs brawn when you got guts?